Hello guys, and welcome to another build order guide. In this guide I will be showing you guys how to do a archer build. Archer build, or archer flush, is actually going to be a build where we get up to feudal age quickly and then we make archers from 2 ranges. To be honest, I really don't want to make this guide because I don't think the archer flush is a really good strategy, but it's also kind of a difficult strategy to do the build for because it's so tight. Like, all of your resources have to be really well managed. Otherwise, you don't have the resources for the archers or the villagers or the buildings or whatever. So you got to be pretty decent to pull this build off, at least at a high level. It can be done kind of at a lower level as well, but it's not as effective for sure. And it's not like most strategies actually counter it. I'm not going to talk too much about like the actual counters to the strategy. I guess kind of just every build, most builds, not every build, basically can counter the archer build. So I'll talk more about that in future videos. But yeah, I don't personally like this build. I don't use it very often. I've used it only a few times ever probably. So yeah, I don't know how this villager's going over there, but I guess I set the rally point somehow. So it's really important that you force drop all this stuff. The build order in terms of the villager allocation is pretty similar to everything else, right? Just do the 6 on sheep and then 4 on wood. A lot of people, similar to scouts, will do they will do 3 on wood. That's to get them a little bit stronger of a food eco so that they can get up quicker. But yeah, and for some reason, like, we're gonna like kill this. It's so strange. Probably just going to wait this one out. Yeah, there's a lot of food left on that. So here, see, these are like all the little things you gotta do, you know? Here, I'm just waiting for this boar to die, so, or there. Those are the big things. These builds aren't the most important thing in the world. It's actually practicing your Dark Age micro that's really the biggest thing. I see a lot of people lower level, they just really struggle to get up at good times. And it's not even that they don't know the builds. Like, you can know the builds, but not being able to do these kind of Dark Age things is what really kills you. The other boar is over here. Just wait a little bit longer. Build this other house out here. Damn it. So this build, I guess there's a couple civs where this build is actually decent with. So like Britain's, the build can be kind of decent because they get the archers come out faster from their ranges, and then also mines, they're cheaper archers, right? So with those civs, this build actually can be kind of decent, but for other civs, it's not as good. I think the build definitely shines as well when civs don't get bloodlines, because then the scouts isn't really that viable, and scouts is usually a really like decent counter for this build. All right, so we're at 20 pop right now. Let's send this baby to this sheep here. And then the last villager, we're actually going to send to wood, and we're going to have him build another lumber camp. We need to have a lot of villagers on wood so we can get up to 2 ranges, and then the barracks, and get the wood upgrades and the gold mine, so a lot of wood basically. And so we're going to do the second lumber camp right now while we research loom. And then right before loom's finished, we're going to garrison all our villagers. And we're going to put them here, and we're going to click up. Okay, so right now, we got all the villagers on the straggler tree. It's probably not the best thing in the world, but we're going to do it anyways. So right now we need to start moving villagers to their respective resources. We're going to keep the villagers on berries. We're going to keep 4 on berries. We're going to start adding more villas to wood though. We're going to need at least 1 more on this other lumber camp. We want to have like 5 on this wood, and then we'll have like 5 on this one. So let's add 1 here, 4 here, and we'll kind of see where we're at. Actually, with this build, let me think. Sorry, let me go back. I sometimes don't do it this way, but so if we add one there, if we add 3 more to this one, that'll cover us for all of our buildings. So, okay, so actually, what we can do is we're gonna add 4 more here. We're gonna add 3 to gold, and the rest we're gonna put back on cheap. And we're gonna see how that goes. So we're gonna do 4, 5, and 3. Um, Sometimes I do this build with 3 on wood, and that's what I'm kind of getting a little bit confused. If you do 3 on wood, usually you do 5. Like when you add the bills later, you do 10 total or 12 total. But since I add the other one so early, I do 4 on wood. It actually kind of compensates for, I had to kind of compensate for that by putting less on wood later. So in this situation, I'm going to do 5, 4, 3, and then the rest are going to be on sheep. And then I'll use the ones on sheep to build the barracks and stuff later. But yeah, so let's try that. So we're clicked up. I'm gonna have to take those hurt bills off of. I'm gonna have to take the hurt bills off a little bit later, but so let's move you back. I don't know if that's the best way to put that down, but let's go like this. Let's shoot for this. Let's see if this works. By the way, that whole time I didn't have my scouting, so you can see how tough some of these builds can be, you know? You gotta keep your scout moving, gotta keep your eco microed, right? All those types of things. Gotta keep the gold microed. Gotta remember to go out to build the barracks. Right, so let's go out here. Let's go out there. How's that barracks gonna come? So you actually want to have the barracks. Oh wow, we would have just lost the scout. You want to have the barracks being built by like 60%, 50%. I've said it in some of my other builds, so you might have heard it before, and it might sound like I'm running out of breath because I've said it so many times, but you basically do that with every build. Alright, so we want to throw a couple more vills out there. And basically, since we want to create archers from 2 ranges, we want to add vills to gold, right? Because we need 4 on gold for each range. Right now we have 3, so we need 8 total. So we're just gonna keep adding vills. But you can see that the adjustment I made of 4, 5, and 3, and then putting the rest on the sheep again was a really good adjustment. I'm not really floating any wood. I have a good food eco. I have a good gold eco. So I think that was a really that worked out well. So we're gonna do this. Make sure if I'll put this in the Dark Age ship video, but make sure you hotkey your ranges. That'd be something that's really nice. We can just have them build a house. You basically have to have a designated house builder when you do this build, because you do keep making archers from so many different, like you're making so many different units. So yeah. So here we got these guys. We'll send these guys in on the straggler. Gotta watch that houses though. I feel like I'm gonna get housed again if I don't pay attention. Hard to see, look, I'm about to get housed again. I don't know if I'll get that house up in time. Because I'm making so many different units. Alright, so I like to, if you're in like a defensive position, or if you're in a decent position where they can't really do a whole lot of damage to you, then what you can do is you can get horse collar right now. But if you're in a more aggressive position, or you want to do a lot of damage or keep map control, then it's probably better to get fletching. So right now I got fletching. And then if you end up doing horse collar, or if you end up not doing horse collar, well, you still have to make the make the farms anyways. You don't want to like be waiting for the food in order to make the farms, so you kind of SOL in terms of being able to get both. You know, you can't have your cake and eat it too. So you either choose fletching or horse collar, unless you push deer. If you push deer and stuff like that, then you know maybe you can. But for this build, I didn't want to push deer, and I didn't want to use a power sieve like Huns or anything to do it. But with Huns, maybe you can do it if you do it the build this way. But yeah, ideally what you want to do is once you've got your maybe like 5 archers, you want to go forward. You don't want to mass up a bunch of archers in your base. That just gives them a chance to wall up or do whatever they need to do to defend from you. You want to go over there, you want to sneak around usually. Sneak around to the back of their base and maybe like, you know, hit a wood line or something. You know, if you can kill like 2 or 3 villagers, right? That'd be, so, I mean, that's huge. I mean, you get such a big lead early on. So yeah, that's kind of the build order here. I don't really want to go too far into the build. You can already see that um, from this point, I've already set all the vills on gold. I've set the vills on gold. Now all I'm doing here is I'm putting villagers onto farms, trying to build my food eco up a bit, and then eventually I'm going to go into, you know, I'll go into Castle Age with archers and stuff like that. You may have to make skirms in some situations. I mean, there's a lot of different things that can happen. So what I'll do is I'm just going to, you know, I'll make a follow-up guide to this and show you kind of like the different situations that can occur and what you need to do in order to react to those situations. So just kind of stay tuned for that if that's something that you want to look forward to. I do it for all. I plan on doing it for like all of the builds. So yeah. But yeah. I mean, this is the archer build. This is how you do it for this particular thing. When you do 4 on wood, like I did early on, I think the adjustment that you got to make later when you click up to Feudal Age is you do 5 on one lower camp, 4 on the other, and that'll basically give you the best possible eco to make archers, right? If you do too many on wood, then you're going to stack a lot of wood, and that's not going to be good. If you do too few on wood, then you're not going to be able to make the ranges, which is a big problem. I've seen a lot of people, they make like 2 farms and then they put like 2, they think they can do everything. They build the 2 farms and then they think they can build the 2 ranges. Doesn't work out. So don't do any farms. And don't, if you're gonna do it the way I did it with 4 on wood, don't put like more than 10 on wood a total. Do 5 and 4. I think that's really good. Yeah, so yeah, this is the archer build, and just look for a follow-up guide. I'll probably make it within a week or two, and hopefully maybe I can attach a recording of some pro players playing or doing archers in a game. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you have any comments, please leave them in the comment section, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.